Hi everyone, welcome to my channel, continuing the series SNCF 317. After explaining the integration of ISE with FMC using a certificate authority Windows server, and we made everything is ready in the previous video number 40. So now I need to explain the SGT object and how we can do it from ISE in a very quickly things. Great. So the title today is SGT tagging using Sxp ISE and FMC SGT static IP mapping. The title is very long, but this is actually what we are going to explain. Uh, Very quickly, what is SGT? SGT is a stand for security group tagging. Paint. Okay, give me the pen. This one is good, I think. Okay. So we were talking about SGT. Actually, the SGT is an idea came in the ISE to control the traffic using security group tagging. What is security group tagging? Imagine that I have a switch here. I'm not going good in drawing, by the way. There is here PC, and there is another PC, another PC. Okay. Assume all of them in the same VLAN. 192.168.3, and this is .4, and this PC .5. So if I want to tag these two PCs, it means 3 and 4, 192.168.3 and 192.168.4. For example, I give it a group tag. Group tag, give it a number, for example, 5, any number. And this one, I give it a tag of 6. Then, by this, I isolated group tag number 5 to communicate with group tag number 6. They are in the same VLAN, in the same subnet actually, so no need for routing, okay, to do the communication. This is the simple communication here. Yes, by SGT, I can do that. This is one use of the SGT. Maybe I don't want, for example, a node to communicate, for example, PC to communicate a server using the SGT. So how this will be happening? Actually, there are two types, dynamic and static from ISE. Dynamic, when you are defining the SGT in the ISE and want the users communicate automatically and going to the ISE profile and are giving the downloadable access list to like where to go and where not to go in the network, then this SGT, this is the tagging will be happened. Now, this is of course a very long step and need a lot of configuration, especially in the switch when you are doing the dynamic mapping. But also in the ISE, there is another one, which is I'm going to apply it right now because I don't want actually to do the first one. You will be lost with me. So I will do static mapping. What the static mapping means, I will map an IP address, any IP address, 192.168.1.1, for example, with a group tagging. I will give it a name, and automatically the ISE will give it a tag number. Great. So let me go to our topology. So what I'm going to do and to apply, I want to prevent a PC in VLAN 10 to communicate with the management PC. Great. Let me see the IP address first in the PC VLAN 10. IP config. It's 192.168.10.10. Great. And management PC, ipconfig, it's 100.10. So is there any ping? Let me see. Ping 192.168.100.10. Great. There is pinging. This is what I want to. I don't want to allow the PC1 to communicate with. Sorry, PC in VLAN 10 to communicate with the management PC. So now let me go to the server. I think I open everything there. No? Okay. In the FMC, just I want to remind you, in the integration, this is what we did it in the previous video. When we integrate the FMC with the ISE, identity sources, okay, and here there is Sxp topic. This should be checked. Sxp is a stand for Security Group Exchange Protocol. Okay, this protocol is responsible to propagate, to send all the group tagging from ISE to FMC without having the hardware. What does hardware mean without having the hardware? It means the switch, because normally we are typing the commands, okay, the integration between that. If you remember from the SCORE course, that it will be the supplicant is the PC, and the authenticator. The authenticator is the switch itself. So the switch, you will write all the command like .1x and the SGT, everything you will write it there. So, but in this case, I don't want it. So this is the Sxp. This is the protocol. It will propagate all the security group tagging from the ISE to the FMC. So this should be checked. Okay. Now I want to go to the ISE. Great. In the ISE, in the administration, you have to make sure also that pixdegree is enabled, and one more option like go to deployment. Inside the deployment, there is the node ISE, sorry, edit. Here, if you remember, we made it a primary and we select pixdegree. And also we have to enable Sxp Service. I don't want to enable now because I want to show you what will be happening if we didn't check it. So let me go to Work Center. In the Work Center, there is TrustSec. Inside the TrustSec, press on the TrustSec to see the panel. Okay, it's open for you here. There is something called components. There are a predefined components, and this is here. I want to define my components to, like for example, PC VLAN 10. Give it any icon, doesn't matter. Save. Okay. Management. Let's make it all capital. Caps management PC. And give it any another icon or the same icon, doesn't matter. So from the components, we created two things, like how we can set these two things here. User VLAN, sorry. Okay, PC VLAN 10, it's here. So we created only the tag, and I believe it's giving tag 16. We will check right now. Now I created this two. Now I want to go to IP SGT static mapping. This is actually our topic. We are doing a static mapping. We are telling the ISE, don't care about any switch. I don't have any switch. Consider that you don't have a Cisco switch, okay, like a dummy switch, and you want to apply this. So you will add. Okay, ISE will tell you like, okay, what is the IP address? You want to map it with the tag with the group tagging that you said. I said 192.168.10.10. This is the PC in VLAN 10. Okay, it will ask you to select SGT. So the SGT I want to map it, the VLAN, sorry, PC VLAN 10. So I mapped this tagging with this IP address. After that, the Sxp protocol will send this, will program this to the FMC. Great. Type send to Sxp domain. Here, default. Choose the default domain. FMC, this I created before, normally you will not see it. Okay, deploy to device, will type here all locations. Great. Save. Nice. Another add for 192.168.100.10. This is the IP address for the management PC. SGT is management. Remove the caps now. Management PC. Send to Sxp, same default. Deployment in all locations. So it will propagate in all locations. Save. Now I have this to save. Okay, I want to go to the settings. This settings inside it. In the Sxp settings, I have to enable the publish Sxp binding on PixGrid. So the Sxp will send all the propagation to the PixGrid, and PixGrid, because it have a communication between the ISE and the FMC, so it will propagate it to there. So I have to check this also and save. Yes. Okay. One more thing, go to Sxp. Now, Sxp device. What is this device? Because I don't have a switch and I'm not writing the commands, the SGT commands on the switch, then I have to create a device. It's a dummy device. Okay, it's doing nothing, but it will help the Sxp to propagate the tagging to the FMC. This is how it works. If you have a switch and you wrote it like dynamically, you don't need for this step. Name it anything, switch, FMC, switch, for example, anything. FMC, sorry. FMC. Switch. Okay. IP address, give it any IP address. Does not need to be routable, anything, any dummy IP address. Okay. Per role, we have two roles, the listener or speaker. Choose it both. Connected PSN. Here I don't have any PSN. This is where will stop us. So please go to here in administration, the option that I told you, right click. I can do it like this. Okay. Just I want to go to enable the Sxp from the deployment here. You remember I told you I don't want to enable it unless I want to show you. So enable Sxp, and it will be like using the gigabit 0, yes, the one connected to the switch. Okay, we saved it now. Go here. Of course, we will not find it because I need a refresh. So click once time, cancel. Still no. Okay. I need to do it again. Add FMC dash switch. Okay, IP address, anything, 9.9.9.9. Payload both, PSN. Now the ISE node is appearing for you. That's why I didn't want to show it. Sxp domain default, okay. Status enabled, passwords, none. Keep it on, no need for any passwords for that. Okay, click save. Now, okay, the wait here. Okay, here it will be unknown first, and after that it will be off. You care about the status to be off. So we are off, we are fine. All Sxp mapping, still there is no any mapping appeared here. I don't know why. It should be. Maybe it takes for some time. No data. Refresh. Still no data. So let configure. This is, we did it, the Sxp device, and it's up and running. Okay, components, we did two things, and we did the mapping. Here the mapping 10.10 with the PCB LAN, 100.10 with the management PC. Great, what else we need? Sxp. Okay, here off settings. And these Sxp settings, yes, we published. And this is not related for that actually, but anyways, I'm trying to make everything is fine. Let me see all XP. Still, it should appear here directly. Don't know why it's not. Okay, let me do one thing. If I mentioned here, create a new Sxp domain, name it anything, FMC2, create, select it from here. It's not assigning. Okay, FMC. Refresh. Maybe it needs refreshing the page itself. Still, it should appear here. Okay, great, good troubleshooting. Go to ISE. Show application status ISE. Let me see what's going on here. The service is up and running or what? Sxp engine service running. Great. Applications running. Pixel grid running. Okay, passive IP. Everything is fine. So the Pixel grid and Sxp are running. Both are running. So there is no reason why like this, but okay, now we are missing for that. Just now when I enable the Sxp publish, just now it's enabling this one. Okay, it's the software is just I refresh the page, it came to me. Here was telling you that SGT exchange protocol, the XP, is used to propagate the IP to SGT mapping information across network device, blah blah blah. Okay, great. Said yes. What is this for? I will tell you in a while. Just refresh it here. Let me see. Again, you must first enable the Sxp service, add Sxp device switch to ISE to the ISP mapping and transfer it across. Okay, you can also convert the settings. I did everything. Sxp device. So the device is here and it's off. Settings, settings. The publisher is here. Okay. Go again for Sxp. All settings. It's very weird actually. Okay, enable. Add the Sxp device example switch to ISE. All these steps, we did it actually. Where is it going to take me now? This one I enabled already. It's enabled and we saved it. It's enabled and we saved it. I think it's not updating something. XP settings. It's not updating. Maybe it's need to restart the ISE. Let me see. One more shot. Assign to the FMC. Okay, go to all. Still. Okay, one more last refresh. Well, there is no any reason why it's happening. I want to pause it. Just I will restart the ISE because when restarting it takes time, and I will come back to you. Okay, back again. So now this is the device, as I told you, just I restarted. The service was jammed maybe. So this is the add single device. So the connection PSN is ISE. Sxp domain is default. Let's give it in the default. Cancel. Go to all SP mapping. Now this is the mapping actually. Great. So these are the two, and here is the Sxp domain default is using PSN is involved ISE. Okay. So let's keep it on the default now, and let's see. There is a command we can check the tagging. Where the FMC? FMC. Okay. Here the FMC. So let me type just a command to see what's the tagging is going on. So just write sudo su. It's asking for password. Okay. Great. So sudo. Okay, we are in the volume. Great. cd slash var slash sf slash user underscore enforcement. Okay, I'm inside the enforcement UIP underscore reader minus f Sxp underscore log reader dot one and give it minus p to see the binding. So now here the binding is there. Does not exist. Okay. And it's giving the tag is 16 and 17. Great. Let me go to the FMC now. What I have here. Okay, this is the deployment. Leave it aside. I don't want anything from this. Policies. Access control policy. Let me create a policy to block the communication between the PC in VLAN 10 and management PC. Okay. Add rule. Block via SGT. Okay. Communication is blocked with reset. Leave everything, just I want to control it this time with SGT. In the SGT, you have three main tabs: security group tagging, device type, location IP, of course, security group tagging. Now, Sxp protocol should be propagated to FMC, so I can see VLAN, PC VLAN 10, this is the one that created, and another one actually management PC that I created. They propagated here. Perfect. So management PC, it will be in the destination, and VLAN 10, it will be in the source. So source to destination metadata will be blocked. Okay, let's enable the logging also to check the logging. Add, save. Okay, it's saved here. Go to deployment. Deploy. Yes. So now what I'm going to see here is where is the VLAN 10 PC VLAN 10. If I click ping 192.168.100.10 minus T, so here the pinging is there until it's finished. The deployment still 8%. Okay, go to FMC now. Here, this tagging, if you didn't see this tagging, then it might not be working with you. Just let me. Okay, that might not be, or for sure will not be working for you if you didn't see the tagging here. Okay, so what I'm going to do, we are going to apply this now. Waiting for that. It's 75%. Great. And we will see like what the communication will be. It will be disconnected or what? Still it's pinging. Yes, it's still pinging. Okay, 75%. Let me finish it right now. I didn't pause it because it's nearby. Want to finish? Yes, 83%. Applying update policy configuration. Great. So let's wait here to check it. If it is not stop the ping, then I will tell you how to solve it. But here and there, you have to do it the proper way. I will explain it in a while. Just this deployment is finished. Still the pinging is working. It means that the deployment has not been completed yet. Okay, it's completed. This is what I want, but it's still pinging. Great. So let me go to the ISE. In the Sxp devices now, what you will create here, assign. You can assign like FMC2 or FMC. This is domain, just you created from here like what I created. Let me try it with FMC2, assign. Okay, so now it's assigned and it's here domain changed from default to FMC2. And the same, you have to go to components to change it from there. IP SGT static. Go to here, it's here deployed by default. Okay, and deploy to all location, mapping group, nothing. So what I will do is edit here the domain. I will remove it and I will choose FMC2 again. For this, remove the default, put the FMC2, save. Okay, so now it's saved and the Sxp device connected to ISE grade domain FMC2. Let me see now, it's needing for update actually. Maybe it needs a little bit time to update as per the setting. Here, automatic verification after deployment time. Verify now. Trusted deployment process started. Any issue will appear in the okay. Also here push. Yes, give it a push to push that one. Or you will wait like 10 minutes, it will give it to there. It should be blocked in a way. Okay. Let me stop it. Go to the FMC. The tagging is here. So the tagging has happened. Go to FMC to check what's going on. It's completed. So what I said here is edit. No, this is for another one. Okay, this is my mistake. I'm so sorry. When we applied the access control policy, we applied it and it's in the early below down. So take it up. It's actually my bad. Look. Let me edit here. Move into below. No, not below. Above rule. Yes, above rule and above rule number 1. Save. It should jump to up. Yeah, block SGT. So now it's there. It should be working. Deploy. I'm sorry for this inconvenience, but things will be taking some time. We are working on virtual machine and sometimes we are forgetting a concept, but it's very nice that we are consider it as a kind of troubleshooting because not everything is straightforward in your infrastructure in reality. So this is 8% and here is still pinging or what? Give me the continuous pinging. Okay, great. So let me pause it and I will come back to you. So it's 90%. Great. So it starts stopping here. Request timeout. Great. Let me go to analysis, connection events, open link. Let's see what's going on here. Should be appearing in the events because we triggered the log. There request timeout as well. We're supposed to see it over here. No. If we said edit search, let me go to edit search to check. Okay, if I control F SGT, okay, SGT source, it was PC VLAN 10 as I guess. We'll check it. Management PC. Let's make sure of the spelling. Components. Static mapping. Okay, PC VLAN 10. Management PC. Okay. PC VLAN 10. Management PC. Great. Search. Source SGT PC VLAN 10 management PC. Yeah. It is blocked by the SGT, so it's fine. So it's working fine with us. Very great. So this is all what is about the XP and SGT object. So SGT also, what you can do is you can go to the object itself in the object management. If you don't want to integrate, if your device is not integrated with the ISE, so what you will do is you will go to objects, object management. I hope it will be faster. Okay, there is something here, we should find it. SGT. SGT port security, no. URL. Interfaces, no, it should not be in the interfaces. No, it's network. No, it's not inside the network, because inside the network is geolocation. I will explain it later. No, not inside the network. SGT prefix time SLA. It should be somewhere here. Maybe it's in front of me, but I cannot see it because I don't frequently use it. But what we can do is, if we can go to the access control policy and modify this, go to SGT, go down. Yes, you can add your SGT, for example, from here, but this is location IP address is taking. I believe we can do that from here. It's not geolocation, it's about security group. Should be somewhere from here. Actually, I forget it because it's not frequently used by anyone because no one is using SGT like this. So the SGT is be using from the ISE, but you can do it here or there. So I hope it's informative. Sorry for the inconvenience. Like the video should not be this longer; should be shorter than this. But yes, we go for some troubleshooting, and it was like helpful and fine. I hope it's informative and you like it. Please do not forget to subscribe, share, and like. Thank you very much. See you soon.